Cafe Anyway.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 966. Hello, it's Mike Matthews, broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley. Today, the finale of my interview with the lovely, soon-to-be country music superstar, Madeleine-Victoria. Plus, we hear from Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster will be popping by.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And we'll discuss a bunch of things, and Madeleine-Victoria will make me cry.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Because she's got such a beautiful voice, it brings me to tears. So, David Hasselhoff has changed his name to Dave Hoff. Meanwhile, over on the planet of Hoth, Princess Leia has changed her name to something more goth. Well, actually, it's more grown up, so don't tick her off. It's going to be General Princess Leia. Wait, General Leia. Actually, she's now on the planet Alderaan.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
You know, I thought by the time I was in my 40s, I'd be able to fly to planets, but I was wrong.
Daily.
And that was a con.
Podcast.
But I can stuff 80 million songs in my tiny phone. So I guess it's a wash. Yeah, the thing is, Edith, I'm turning into Archie Bunker in my old age. Yeah, so when we were kids, and we watched the Star Wars movies, and everything our parents are telling us, oh yeah, someday we'll be able to fly to the, because we're already, back then we were flying to the moon, so it was like, okay, that's the next step, right? We're going to colonize the moon, then we'll fly to Mars, colonize Mars, etc. Just do like we did when we colonized America, coming over from England or wherever we came from. Maybe we could have, Mike, we could have come from other places. Okay, sorry, my liberal guilt has got to me again. We could have come over from China, or we could have come over from South America. Anyway, people colonizing America. What we call the US of A now. And we came from all over, I guess is my point. And that is also David Hasselhoff's changing his name. So the last time we checked in with David Hasselhoff, he was lying on the floor with his shirt off eating a hamburger. That video was viral. And what else did happen? He was in a SpongeBob SquarePants movie. He's appeared on various talk shows to be kind of lampooning himself over the years. So now it's just going to be Hoff. But Hoff, I believe, is a German for house or like a town or... No, it's town or something. Anyway, it's a German name. So he's gotten rid of the hassle. He doesn't like to hassle people anymore. But I know a lot of people changing their names. My roommate changed his name to Daryl. That's interesting. Princess Leia, now a general. I think I'll change my name. And I've been thinking about changing my name because there's another guy, very famous guy named Mike Matthews. And when you Google him, when you Google my name, you get him. And he's muscular and young. And it's kind of it's a little bit of pressure to be a Mike Matthews these days. You got to look like that guy. When... I'm thinking maybe I should just change my name to Mike Flabby Matthews. Then people will be able to ascertain who I am. Oh, look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing?
It's a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what.
What?
I told you all last show that I want in the White House Rand Cruiser. That'd be Rand Paul and Ted Cruz. But now it appears that Marco Rubio is getting in Ted Cruz's way, and I don't like that Marco Rubio. Mark.
What, disgruntled fiddle player?
All right, we're going to be in a pool right now together.
All right, I don't want that to happen. Oh, I guess we are in a pool all of a sudden. Where'd that pool come from? And how much is that going to cost me to get the pool taken out? He just dumped a bunch of water in the Cafe Anyway. Okay, so Cafe Anyway is now submerged. What are we doing?
We're playing a game. Okay, close your eyes.
I do not know. I don't like where this is going.
Marco.
Polo.
See? You don't care about Marco Rubio. It's all about Marco Polo. Now, that guy was cool.
Yeah, I seem to recall him in the history books. He was an explorer, and was he kind of like a Columbus, but like in Asia? And he caused a bunch of problems over there. Anyway, thank you. That was a fun game. Can we get rid of this water now? Excellent. All right, yeah. So they're at each other's throats apparently. Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio. Ted Cruz, of course. He wants everybody, he's kind of in the Donald Trump camp, get everybody out of the country that's illegal, just out. Marco Rubio, he's sort of along the same lines, but with a fine finesse. He wants the illegal immigrants out, and that would be, but he'd have a specific way of doing it. He has more of a concrete plans, and Ted Cruz, no, just get rid of all of them. Everyone! Ted Cruz! And look who else just walked in.
Hello, Mark. I'm Mike the Root Beer. I'm the brewmaster. Oh, boy, I'll cut you.
So violent. And, yeah, so did you enjoy this week of... guess what? Brewmaster.
What? Get to the point.
Okay, yeah. What I was going to say, I had an interesting little side trip yesterday. As I was leaving Podcastro Valley, Fremont. Actually, Fremont is nowhere near Podcastro Valley, so it's a bit of a ways south. But if you as you leave Fremont and you're heading towards east, I think you're in this town called Irvington. And in this town, it's got this little like downtown, old town strip mall thing going on. Kind of a combination of styles. And in this town, there's this cool little coffee place I found. And it's in this old building. It was quite a surprise. I rather liked it.
Did they serve a root beer?
No.
I'm gonna go cut them.
It's not really a root beer place. It's more of a coffee place. And you can also buy expensive bottled water, I guess.
Root beer is the best.
It's certainly... Root beer have not had a root beer lately. But since the brewmaster is waving a knife in my face, I think... it frightens me that you actually finally found a knife. Before you were just cutting people with your hat, which didn't really cut them because of the felt. But a knife, that's a whole other ball of wax.
Yeah.
And now the brewmaster is being taken away by the police and being locked up. So that's a good thing. We avoided that problem. But we have another problem, and that is you want to check out the show on maybe another format. Maybe you want to listen to it on SoundCloud or Stitcher or Podomatic or Mixcloud, perhaps iTunes. All those places, you can find us in all those areas. And links to all those places at the website, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. And there's a podcast player there as well. If you want to just hit play and listen to the show through the website, you can do that. There's also where you can help us out on Amazon. If you're going to buy anything on Amazon, go to MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com and click on that Amazon thing if you're going to buy anything on Amazon anyway. And it helps us out a little bit. There's also, if you would like to help us out through PayPal and become a pal of the Mike's Daily Podcast Cafe Anyway characters and become an inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster and get a special MP3 greeting from all the cafe characters, you can do that. Now, this year I have interviewed, I'm looking at the list because there's the interviews page. There's one for 2011 to 2012, 2013, 2014, of course, 2015. So far, 2015 is filling up. I think I've done more interviews this year than any year. And it is quite a long list of people that I've talked to. But towards the end of this year, we're going to be doing a special 2015 Nifty Radio where we're going to just be playing little bits of songs. Well, we'll play a radio station that features the artists that I have interviewed on so far for 2015. A lot of people. We'll do that towards the end of the year, late December. But yeah, you can see all those interviews and hear some great music and interesting chats with artists of all types of music there at MIKEs-DAILY-Podcast.com on those different interview buttons. You can also find all the podcast pictures and the blog and everything else. MIKEs-DAILY-Podcast.com. And speaking of interviews, the finale of my interview with Madelyn-Victoria.
Into an interview.
Okay, awesome.
I'm speaking with the wonderful Madelyn-Victoria. She has a new song coming out called He Only Loves Me on the Dance Floor, which we played in the first part of our interview. Now, I didn't get a chance to ask you, we just had Halloween a little while ago. What did you dress as?
I actually dressed as a saloon girl, dancing girl, singing girl. I did my hair real big and puffy, Texas-like, and I actually had this attire for a photo shoot that I used prior, and I just put it on. I got some really old school little tie-up boots, and I went out to one of my a party on Saturday night with my brother and his girlfriend, and I was a saloon girl.
Yeah. That's awesome. Did you have to clean a glass? No, wait, that's the bartender that cleans the glasses.
No, I just got it, dancing. I got the singing and dancing down, so. You
needed a guy to be with you with the big mustache. And
yes.
Who's always cleaning glasses.
If I maybe if I had a boyfriend, he would have dressed up like that, but.
Yeah. He would have to in order to be your boyfriend. I would say only the best for Madelyn-Victoria.
Aww.
Men with huge mustaches. For Madelyn.
Yes. Please, guys, if you're out there with huge mustaches, give me a call.
You don't see many men with. Oh, actually, you do see guys, but they're with the big mustaches. But then they're into the microbreweries.
Oh yes, they are. I just see that they look like lumberjacks, sort of.
The next song you'll write is about lumberjacks. No, wait, there's already a lumberjack song that Monty Python did.
Yes.
Now, I want to ask you about some of the interesting places you've played at. What's one of the most interesting venues that you've played at?
Okay.
That sticks out in your head.
Yeah, I got to think about it for a little second. I know we talked about Las Vegas. That probably...
And Louis' backyard.
Yes, we talked about Las Vegas, Louis' backyard. Also, let's see. Actually, I won. I was singing a competition in New York.
Ooh.
And that probably was the most interesting place I've ever, performed at. Not necessarily, it wasn't with my band, but I did perform there in a competition. Ooh. And this was a part of a big association called Modeling of America Association International. I think I got it right. I'm not sure, but they had different. It was all a part of acting and singing and dancing and all that. And I did the singing competition, which I competed against opera singers and jazz singers and contemporary. And I performed. I believe I was the only country singer in that competition and we performed there at the Waldorf Astoria.
Whoa.
And so that was probably the coolest and the most historic, and I love the Waldorf. I remember that actually in school learning about during the Great Depression that Astor, his name was the man who made that hotel, his last name was Astor, and he made it to employ the people there during the Depression. So being there and knowing that and then performing there and winning the competition out of all those different amazing singers and getting that award was pretty cool, and I would not necessarily, maybe not weird, but I mean it was just made a huge impact on me, and it was amazing. And seeing the diversity in that town, I'm from a small town.
Yeah.
But go to straight, I think I was about 16, 17, and never been anywhere, never even flown, and that was my first flight. And getting out there, and it was just, oh my God, amazing. I met so many amazing people out there.
You're so knowledgeable about history.
Very little. No. Just the things I want to remember.
Have you done modeling?
I did it. I did that at the same time. Yes, it was a requirement with that competition. I have done a little bit more of acting. I love acting. That's where I've actually trained people here in South Texas to act and for different agencies that I worked for. But I'm not a model. I don't consider myself that at all.
Well, you look so comfortable in your video for He Only Loves Me on the Dance Floor. How do you get so comfortable in front of a camera? cameras scare me, and they're everywhere.
I don't know. It's just something that doesn't scare me. It's like the opposite of it's like, why not? Nobody's there, or or it's just a little thing. But I can't tell you how it goes. I've been doing it for a while, and if I was nervous, the nerves kind of went away already, and it's just fun.
And any songs that you like to cover in concert?
Yes, I do. We were talking about Freddie Fender earlier. I do like to cover Freddie Fender's song, Wasted Days, Wasted Nights.
Wasted Nights.
I do that one with my band.
Oh, I bet that sounds great.
Yeah, it's really fun. And I also like to cover a song by Leanne Rimes that she covered by John Anderson. She does that song Swingin'. There's a little girl. Yeah, we do that one.
In the woods, the swinging.
Swingin'. Yeah. We do that one, and we do it in the Leanne Rimes version because it's a really fast, up-paced tempo, kind of like the swing dance, swing music. And we do that one, and we take it into one of my originals when we're playing in concert. So those are two really fun ones that we like to do on stage.
Who would you like to duet with?
Ooh, well... That one, the first person that pops to mind and who I've always wanted to sing with is actually George Strait. He's been an influence in my music as far as, the hit making, the formula to a #1 hit. I follow his song selections that he's done in the past, since his beginning of his career. I wasn't born yet, but I do have all his records, and my father was a big fan. So writing songs like the ones that he's sung all his life is my goal in songwriting. And also I have a song where I think I was talking about with you earlier that I wrote in half Spanish and half English. And George Strait has a song. He recorded a mariachi song, the El Rey song. He recorded that in his, I believe it was a Twang album, if I'm not mistaken, Twang or Here for a Good Time. I think it was Twang. And he recorded that, and it's a completely Spanish mariachi. George Strait sounded great, and I thought, man, if I could sing the song that I wrote with George Strait, and he sings the Spanish part, and we sing it together, and the words kind of go, I could be your senorita, you could be my cowboy, close your eyes and slowly drown out the noise. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I feel, with the way my career's been going and never giving up in my faith, and I make that if there's a will, there's a way, and I feel like one day I will be singing with him. So
ooh, I can't wait. Yes.
Yeah.
I believe strongly that will happen as well.
Yay, thank you.
And let's see. Oh yeah, any projects coming up? Any other ones?
Well, I have so many songs that I'm waiting and waiting for the right time to record. I just select from. I have so many songs that I could select from for my first album. I've done a couple of EPs. The first one I don't really have out in the public eye anymore, but my first album I want to do in the summertime. I have the producer that I want in mind. I just connected with him on Facebook and connecting with a lot of friends of friends that know him. So I'm pretty sure it's really easy for me to get him. And his name is Bart Butler, and he actually produced and wrote with John Party. He's a California boy. Do you know John Party at all?
Yeah, he's big now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's big. So John Party's one of my favorites, and his sound and his production in his albums is exactly kind of the idea I want in mine. And Bart Butler is from Texas, and so I want to get him in there on that. I got different studio musicians that I would love to have again next in the summertime, and so I'm looking forward to that. I'm just trying to find the right people, the right time, and right now we're planning my first radio tour in January. It was supposed to be in December, but I'm still trying to get some sponsors and whatnot. Got to wait up on some things. So January is the first radio tour with the song "He Only Loves Me on the Dance Floor," and I'm really excited about the great and many things to come.
Wow, and the public is going to embrace you with open arms. And they're going to be so happy to get to know Madelyn-Victoria. And so, gigs? Any gigs right now? You're probably so busy with things. Yeah.
I have 4 shows this week.
This week? Wow.
Yeah, it's all over here in my region here in South Texas. And then the following week we go up to North Texas, and we're playing up in San Antonio area. That they still consider that South, but they have no idea what real South is. I'm from the South. It's 4 hours or 4 or 5 hours from the San Antonio area, so we're going a little bit northern up there, and then we're planning on, like I said, once the radio tour comes in, we'll be playing around the areas that we're traveling. So
where can people keep track of your dates?
I am actually, my site is under construction right now, but they can go to ReverbNation.com, and I post up everything on there in the meantime that my site is under construction. Usually you could go to Madelyn-Victoria-music.com, and you could probably still visit there and see some of the dates, but like I said, we're in the works of getting some new stuff out there, but they could go to ReverbNation.com or even on Facebook.com. I'm always updating on my page every show that I play.
That would be a very strange nation to live in, a reverb nation, because everything you'd say, you'd have this large echo, and it'd be difficult to hear each other.
It would be. I don't know if I'd like that.
I wanted to ask one more question. Tell me about your involvement with motor training events.
Yes, that is just one of the many that I'm involved in. All my life, I've volunteered for these events where these special education children are involved in different activities, and it's a part of the Special Olympics as well. It's just a branch from it. And I volunteer and help the children. I set up the events. I sing at the event. Also, another organization that I'm involved in here locally is a group called Maggie's House, and that Maggie's House is for child abuse awareness, and also they do investigations there at this house for these children who have been through child abuse. And so that I have donated a lot of my money that if anything, I make. I'm not making much at all, but I'm a big believer in, you give and you shall receive, but, not that I want to receive anything at all. I just basically want to give, and so I help them out a lot too, and different organizations, also the Easter Seals here at this local chapter here at home. I've done different little events for them and the children as well. I go to different local hospitals here where I'm from as well, and these are all the smaller scales that I one day I want to, on a larger scale, do for the whole nation, and not ever forget about where I'm from and still be involved here locally. But I can't wait to get out there more and meet more people and to help more people as much and whatever I can do. I can't do much, but whatever I can do, I want to get out there and help out.
That's fantastic, Madelyn-Victoria. You are such a dang inspiration. Gee whiz. Wow. Now I want to play Hold On, another song you wrote. And the song starts off, we mentioned John Anderson a little earlier. It kind of reminds me of Seminole Wind that John Anderson does.
Nice.
But, I mean, you're so sensual. Your voice is so, I don't know. Seductive. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it sounds great.
It's basically, about that, exactly what you could describe, holding on to somebody all night long, never letting them go. And when you find, in my eyes, when I find the right one, that'll be my story. But that's, like I said, when you find someone new or they're going to be the one for the rest of your life, you just want to hold on and never let go. And again, I know a lot of people could relate to this song, and I hope a lot of people out there like it.
It's just so well done. I love your songs are so well done. So and the fact that you write them and you sing them, and it's great. So there's just so much talent that's being heard right now through the microphone on your end, not my end. Your microphone, not my microphone. Your microphone's got all the talent going through it right now as people hear you speak. So thank you, Madelyn-Victoria, for being on Mike's Daily Podcast, and let's play your song Hold On. And hopefully we'll hear from you again as more great music comes out from you.
Oh, thank you, Mike. I really appreciate you having me.
Hold me under the moonlight. Hold me under the stars. Hold me till the morning come, let's never part. Hold me and never let go, we gotta take it in right now. Oh, baby, I'll show you how. And hold on to what we have. Hold on to nothing bad. Hold on to what we have right now. And don't let this moment end. so long now, my heart can finally heal. Heart, mind, and body and soul, let it seal. And hold on to what we have. Hold on to nothing bad. Hold on to what we have right now. And don't let this moment end. Give in to this beautiful sin. It's worth every second, minute, and hour. Just hold me and hold on to what we have. Hold on to nothing bad. Hold on to what we have right now. And don't let this moment end. Give in to this beautiful sin. It's worth every second, minute, and hour. Just hold me
Thank you, Madelyn-Victoria. It was awesome having her on the show. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And the podcast picture was one where yesterday was the lake. Today is Vegas. That's right. Vegas. So I've only been to Vegas twice. Actually, wait, I've been there one time I did a quick little, I had to transfer planes and saw all the slot machines in the airport and thought, oh, this is so classy. You've got the smell of cigarettes and the slot machines in the airport. This is great. But the picture is actually over towards the Venetian. They've got this big hot air balloon, and you can see that picture now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Unless you've been to Las Vegas a bunch of times and you just can't stand the sight. I don't understand Vegas. I understand people go there to dance and spend an exceedingly, screamingly idiotic amount of money on drinks and gamble, and it's just a place to lose your money. And people go, we're going to go party. We're going to go to Vegas. And they feel like they're going to go there, just lose their minds, do all kinds of debauchery. And perhaps they do. I just went and was like, this is big. Everything's big. You got to walk long distances. Everything costs a lot of money. And it's just a bunch of lights. You get the same effect if you turned your headlights on your car. Don't turn on the car. Don't actually start the engine, but just stand in front of those headlights. And maybe have someone playing a loud sound effect that's like a ching, ching, ding, 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 bing, bing, bing sound in your ear. That's the same sound effect. A lot of building alarms sound like that. If you accidentally hit the emergency exit, you get that same sound effect. That's what I'm saying Vegas is an emergency exit sound effect. So enjoy Vegas if you're going to go. I will probably never go back if I can avoid it. But debauchery and idiots everywhere. So that's the show. Next show, it's going to be the return of the much-loved feature called Matthew's News. We'll look at some very interesting recent news stories you didn't know about. Plus, we'll get a visit from Madame Rootabega, Valentino, Bison Bentley, and we got a bunch of Into It interviews lined up. So, yes, lots of cool things coming up on the podcast.
Later that day.
Oh my gosh, I was just about to leave and I run into Kevin. Thank God, my show sucked.
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
Except Madeline was very nice. She was. She's pretty.
Yes, yeah, I have to admit that. Yeah, that.
She's closer to your age than my age.
Yeah, well, there she comes touring through the Bay.
You'll have to have a beer with her.
I will. Yes, absolutely. She's always welcome down at the brewery.
Now, I have to tell you, I went down to the brewery with Basil the Boxer, and I met a pretty girl there.
Yeah, you did. Good for you. I'm vaguely jealous. I'm not going to lie.
So Kevin's like, Kevin does not own a dog right now. His circumstances do not allow for that. Busy lifestyle, running radio stations and telling people about the wonders of beer and other tonics.
Yes.
And, so he met Basil, and he's like, oh, this is interesting. And Basil's like got his droopy jowls, and you threw some food at him, and Basil...
Lengua. He had lengua with me.
Yeah. So if you're from like a part of the country that doesn't eat tongue... I'm losing my... Hold on. I'm turning off my mic. Okay, much better. They didn't hear that, did they? Because I turned off my mic?
Nothing got through. Maybe a negligible amount.
Okay, good. What happened was... let me just jump to the cool woman part. Forget about the tongue. So, anyway, people eat tongue here.
It is delicious, by the way.
You can have it in a taco, and they spice it up, and it's delicious.
Lovely.
You wouldn't even know it's tongue.
Kind of tastes like pot roast a little bit.
Believe me,
that's soft.
That's the only tongue I'm getting these days.
Yeah. I'm in that boat with you.
We're in that sad single boat.
Yes. Always working. Nothing really to show for it.
Although that's kind of weird. We're talking about tongue, not getting any tongue, and we're in a boat together. I think we should...
Let's just
we're
move
in different boats.
Yes, we're in two different boats.
Completely separate submarines.
Paddle boats, no.
On the other side... So Kevin said he noted, that pretty woman talked to me for a while because she had a boxer too, and we were talking, and you're like, wow, you just get the chicks. But I don't really get the
And her
chicks.
gorgeous sister, no less. Remember?
Yeah.
That was even more impressive.
But what was the mystery was the little guy that was with them.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't tell who was...
The plane? Yeah.
Yeah. Tattoo was with them. I couldn't tell who he was with.
Yeah, it's kind of like two, I don't want to be mean, but kind of like slightly low-rent Kardashian sisters. Really pretty. Think of more Latina Kardashian than, for whatever they are now, Armenian. And, and they had this little kind of like stunt double guy with them. Hey, baby, let me buy you a beer.
His name was Hooper.
Was it really?
No, that was a reference to a bad Burt Reynolds movie from the 70s. That was about a stunt car driver. By the way, Sally Field was in that movie too, and she was in what was the Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
We got a long time to go and a short time to get there. Got a rabbit run. Anyway, did you read that Burt Reynolds said Sally Field was his true love, and he messed it up, and he lost her. And he still regrets it.
He should. Have you seen Sally? She's really pretty. She seems very sweet. At least
she does. Do you know that she totally? Did you see the Spielberg movie Lincoln with Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yes.
She totally wanted that part of Martha Lincoln. Martha.
Do you think of Martha Washington? It's a
Abigail? Mildred, Mary Higgins Lincoln, Mona. We'll look it up.
Yeah.
We'll look at stuff in post and put it right here. We didn't put it right there, did we? I forgot.
We got stuff to do.
Oh, anyway, so Mary. I'm pretty sure it's Mary.
Mary Todd Lincoln, that's what it was. Thank you, yes.
Wow, we have brains that work.
Then why do we work here?
By the way, if you go to the Smithsonian, they have this awesome Lincoln exhibit there where they've got their actual clothes and they put it and you actually feel like you're standing next to Lincoln because they have this mannequin with Lincoln's clothes and Mary Todd's clothes, and you're like, whoa, that's kind of what they looked like back in the day. What was I going with this? Oh, Sally Field really wanted to play her, even though she's like way older than Mary Todd Lincoln was, and she's actually older than Daniel Day-Lewis and all this. And Spielberg was like, okay, sure. So she did a good job in that.
Yeah, she did a really good job in that.
And she was in Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks.
Forrest Gump's mom.
But he actually played Tom Hanks' love interest in a little scene horrible movie called Punchline.
Never even heard of it, honestly.
It's actually about comedians, thus the name Punchline. And she wants to be a comedian, and John Goodman is her husband, and he's not very supportive of her, and Tom Hanks is this cool comedian who helps her out.
That sounds kind of bumming out now.
I don't want to be a comedian.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever say anything funny. Oh, I don't ever anyway, so that's good. But yeah, so she was a love interest in Punchline, and later his mom.
His mom, yeah. It's very strange.
Everybody laughs at that strange Hollywood twist.
You'd think that the casting people would be kind of more on their game with that.
Yeah. Stunt double with the cute girls at the brewery.
Yes, back to 5 minutes ago. Yeah, that was just... And Basil's getting all the girls, all the attention.
Yeah.
All of it.
The cute blonde you work with.
Yes, I work with a very attractive young lady. Blonde girl from Philly.
Philly. She's a lovely Philly.
Yeah, she is. And she could not... You came back twice. Well, I'm saying you came.
Oh.
You showed up. Let's edit that one out for phrasing.
Phrasing!
Archer's
phrasing, Kevin, phrasing!
You left, came back again, and got all this, oh my God, look at the doggy! And it just worked, and it never stopped working. She never got tired of seeing Basil. All the girls at the bar never got tired of Basil. And what kind of dog is he? Where is he from? How old is he? How many feet does he have? Oh my God, he's so adorable. And they could not get enough.
And if you can't get enough of Basil, you can find him at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com or on my Facebook, Facebook.com/Mike Talks or Facebook.com/Mike's Daily Podcast. And Kev, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm trying not to cough on Mike and be all polite, but I'm like, you know what? Never mind.
I was recording. That's fine. That's fine. We're outside with all these people.
Yes. Well, people,
Do you do Christopher Walken impression?
This guy, I don't know.
Let's do Christopher Walken impressions for the rest of the show.
Walking off?
We'll do a walking off.
Walking off.
Okay. Yeah, we're outside. It's a beautiful day. I don't understand why we're out here today outside.
I mean, it's crazy. The sun's outside. I've got a coffee in my hand. It's going on.
Kevin, you have a wonderful life. You have the brewery. You have this radio station. Yeah, I'm so envious of you.
I am, and I hate to say it, I'm not feeling good. I don't know, I have a fever, and the only prescription is another beer at 21st Amendment.
And cowbell.
Shameless plug.
Oh, was that did you just plug all over my show? Oh.
I plugged one.
I enjoy your beer.
Thank you.
At 21st A.
Especially for what you pay for it. You better enjoy it.
I really enjoyed it. No. Get the toasty pastry.
Toaster pastry.
Toaster pastry. Because it's leaving.
Yes. No, it'd be leaving, at the end of the year and coming back in March.
The most delicious beer I've ever had. And it's beautiful. It's sort of this reddish...
red ruby color. In the
glass.
It's very pretty.
If you are in California, in the Bay Area, East Bay... Get it, and then it's also in stores, I guess.
Almost any good bottle shop will have it. I just saw it yesterday at our local dumpy, divey liquor store. Like, you want to get stabbed on a Tuesday, they have it there. But grocery stores have it, Toaster pastry by 21st Amendment. Silver Medal Award winner at the Great American Beer Festival.
Wow! Mm-hmm. And they make a cool shirt for it, too.
They do, yes.
That you can purchase at 21st A.
Yes, exactly.
I'll
be wearing it in a few hours.
Oh, excellent. Finally, David Hasselhoff. I guess he's changing his name. What do you think about that?
It's stupid. Everybody knows him as Hasselhoff. What's wrong with Hasselhoff? That's your name. That's the name your mama gave you. Why do you have to be, damn near 60? And then decided, I need to change it now. The last 6 years have not been satisfactory to me, my life, and my career. I need to change my name. It's ridiculous.
Now, I know a lot of people call him the Hoff.
The Hoff.
But still, and he has been successful with the whole Baywatch thing, even though that was eons ago. But he, will forever be known for that.
Yeah.
Something that he started, which was like one of the biggest shows of all time in syndication. Like he said, networks don't want me. I'll go around them.
Yeah, he went to...
Am I shouting too much outside here? I'm sorry, everybody outside.
A little bit of sudden onset Tourette's here as everyone looks at us.
The brewmaster got taken away by the police because he threatened to cut me with a knife earlier in the show. But the brewmaster's back.
Hello there, Mike. Hey, Kevin. I'm the brewmaster. I make the root beer. Oh, boy.
How's it going, man? You doing all right?
I'm okay. I have handcuffs still on my hands.
Handcuffs.
Handcuffs.
Where is that accent you're from?
I am from... It's hard to pronounce. Oh, boy.
I'll look that up on Google Maps.
I think he's from Canada.
Oh, yeah. They have that.
They have that weird accent.
Yeah, that Newfoundland thing.
Yeah, he's from... Are you from Newfoundland?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. Do you remember on South Park whenever they did Saddam Hussein, he'd be like, "Hey, man, it's okay, yeah."
Little high-pitched voice.
All right, everything all right, okay, yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey, Kevin, buddy. That was fun.
That was.
Well, so the brewmasters are strained. That's good. Maybe we'll see the low-rent Kardashians again this weekend.
I hope so.
Benita wanted to say something really quick.
Hey, how y'all doing, Kevin? I'm Benita, the rodeo queen. Hey, I'm gonna dance with y'all. Can you do the electric slide?
You betcha I can.
Let's go dance.
As they dance into the sunset, I'll have to find some dance music for right here. And we're leaving. And enjoy your weekend, everyone.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye.